Yo. So, I know, I'm doing a lot of these things lately. This review is of the Enterprise Earth, Inferi, Crown Magnetar, and Tracheotomy show. And I'll be honest, I don't know a ton about these bands. And normally, kind of the deathcore stuff is not for me, but I had a friend who said I should go, and I'd seen Enterprise Earth before at a much bigger club. This was at a club maybe 250 people, and I kind of figured it was going to be chaos. So I'm not going to lie, that is what tempted me, a friend and some chaos. But I'm really glad I went. So this was April 17th, and Tracheotomy opened. I'm going to say newer, but again, I don't know them super well. A band from Florida, and just killer. You know, they came on, they didn't waste time. They called the crowd forward, and they just delivered some really vicious music. The vocalist looks super young. He had great deep vocals. He did some higher pitched type stuff, but higher pitched sound, not like Judas Priest, right? More of the screechy. I'm going to shut up about his vocals, but he did great. And the band just stood up there and delivered, got the crowd fired up. It's unfortunately, we don't see moshing right away, first band, too often, but Tracheotomy did this. Crown Magnetar, I believe they're from Denver, but I might be wrong. I know nothing about these guys, but they came on and that was some heavy stuff, and the vocalists again got the crowd involved, and they delivered some heavy, not really deathcore. It's kind of death metal, deathcore adjacent stuff, but it was really great, and it was really heavy. And again, the crowd went. It was good at crowd activity. And Inferi was up next. A bit more of a, I'll say, positive vibe. The vocalist, just real positive attitude, really seemed to enjoy what he was doing, liked to talk with the crowd quite a bit, and they delivered a pretty straightforward tech death metal set, and it was really good because it wasn't overdone on the tech, which for me is a positive because I'm not huge into it, but I think it was a good balance, because I think you could be a casual metal fan and like it more than if you were to go see, like a Cryptopsy, who they're obviously awesome, but they're probably a little bit too far to one direction for most fans. So So far it was good. Now, Enterprise Earth, I have nothing against them. I've seen them 2 or 3 other times, but just deathcore isn't really my thing, and I know there's some grumbling, and I understand that they're not just deathcore, and this was a tremendous performance by Enterprise Earth. So already the first 3 bands had put on a really great show, and it was a ton of fun. Met some new people, a lot of moshing, circle pit type thing. One stage diver, who's my friend, Christine, because Inferi said, hey, let's get ignorant, and but Enterprise Earth did great, really cool interactions with the band, getting the crowd fired up, and man, they went all out. So the deathcore parts, were heavy and deep. The non-deathcore parts were really well layered and presented, and I have to say this is one of the better shows of the year so far. So I've been to about 30 something as of today, April 24th, and I'm just kind of scrolling through the shows I've been to, and I would say, definitely in that top, I'll say top 10 of the 30 so far. And I know that doesn't sound overwhelmingly like, oh my god, top 10 of 30, but I haven't had a chance to really put a list together. So the show overall, though, each band delivered. Each band is worth a view. So Tracheotomy, Crown Magnetar, Inferi, and Enterprise Earth. And it was just terrific all the way through. So Enterprise Earth, as I've been trying to do this more often, a lot of lights in their set. So if you're light sensitive, you may just want to wear glasses or kind of be aware of that going in. So yeah, terrific package, and if you have a chance to catch them, I understand that their VIP was a lot of fun. I didn't do it myself, but something about giant Jenga and some other stuff. Yeah, so catch this tour if you get a chance, and I hope you do. And if you do, leave some comments below. And yeah, share some thoughts on these bands, because I need to learn more, and I don't want to just like, rifle through the internet. I want to hear what people have to say. So that is your homework, and goodbye.